Hello, people, pedestrians, and penguins. If you get confused, I meant to say penguin. This is the Vinyl Casket. I am Nick, your hostess, with the leastest and the lamest. We're gonna get right into it today. This is my weekly comic book review show. Um, if you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, thank you very much. Uh, Follows, subscribes, likes, and comments. Everything's appreciated. If you want to follow on Instagram, I got two of those. We got Violent Casket, which is where my record collection is displayed. We also have Violent Casket Comics. Obviously, as in the name, there's comics there. Also, manga, graphic novels, omnibus, all sorts of stuff. I might eventually post my pops. Don't have that much. Whatever. We're gonna get right into it with what we picked up this week in terms of not new releases. So there's two I can't show you. The last book you'll ever read has these what's the word? Dressless special covers that come in like a blind bag with two covers on top of the cover. You take it off and it has provocative stuff. I got two of those, really cool. Can't show it. Picked up the one young cover I was missing for Extreme Carnage. This is for Scream. Awesome book. Happy to have this cover. You'll see in a little bit why I'm so excited about that. As you saw, guys, last week with my last review, I got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles annual. That means I'm going to be getting the books for now on. And I got 118 and 119 to catch up with the series. And then for my fiance, I got the last issue she needed for the Winter Soldier run she was reading. She wants to read. This is what's his name from Radiant Black. Kyle Higgins. This is Kyle Higgins' run on Winter Soldier. It's right there. This is issue 2. I have the other 4 issues for 1 through 5. So now that's completed. And then those 2 issues I can't show you because I don't want to get banned on here. And then in terms of other stuff I picked up that's not comic book related, I got 2 records. We got Imperial by Denzel Curry. Awesome to have this. Some really good songs on here like ULT and Naughty Head is really good, featuring Rick Ross. Zenith with Joey Badass is really good. And Gook probably is my favorite song on here. Me Now is really good. Also got, boom, Enter the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers, Wu-Tang Clan, classic. You got Bring the Ruckus, Protect Your Neck, Wu-Tang Ain't Nothing to Fuck With, Cream, Method Man, Tears. You got part 1 and 2 of 7th Chamber. Awesome. I saw these out, had to get them. Very excited about that. Eventually, you'll see those guys posted on at Violent Casket on Instagram. Okay, with that out of the way, we're gonna start off with the classic, always the first. This is the final issue. I still have one more review to do on Instagram, but this is issue 5 of Skybound X, the weekly big book that had multiple stories from Image's Skybound series. It was a 10th anniversary thing. They were going to release these stories through Comic-Con or whatever. That didn't happen in 2020, so they released them in these books with multiple stories per book. I think this retailed for like $4.99. Yeah, $4.99, and you get like what Marvel and DC release as like $10 books. It was cool. It's definitely what's the word? It was definitely a bang for your buck. Definitely worth the price. The only story I really cared about continuously was the only one that really was continuous, which was Rick Grimes 2000, which is that that futuristic what if later on alien story in Game of Thrones. It concluded in here, and from what I can see online, there's not going to be any more of these. So there's just 5. So, I was going to drop it. I'm happy I didn't. Uh, what do I give this? The other stories weighed down because they're just not that interesting. I'm sorry. Code was really cool. I'd give the book itself like a 4 out of 10. The story in general of Rick Grimes, I give it like a 7.5. Okay. Then we get into Marvel. We have this issue 1 shot, Spirit of Vengeance, Spiritwriter. First off, I do not know why it's called Spiritwriter. Okay. There's a character that was introduced in uh, Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer Supremes. Um, she is a Sorcerer Supreme. She's a Native American whose tribe was wiped out, and then Spirit of Vengeance took her over. She's the only one to survive. She killed all those people. Cool. She's known as the Demon Rider. Why it says Spirit Rider, I don't know. Would have really liked this to be called Demon Rider. You get a lot of background on her. A lot of really cool background on her. A lot of Johnny Blaze stuff from the previous story arc with him and Ghost Rider. My one issue is that it starts off with a lot of dialogue, a lot of monologuing throughout this whole issue, like a lot. Most of it's pretty relevant, but then also some of it is just kind of didn't need to be there. I think it was just there to, to be there. It just didn't make any sense. Um, but yeah, that artwork was fantastic. I wish there was a little bit more action. Like some of the action sequences are like the same like moment just dragged on to fit all the monologuing. Uh, it just was counterintuitive. It was counterproductive. Um, but I did really, really, really like um this book. I thought it was cool. I wish there was more to it. The opening scene when she's like, because she was from the past and now she's in the present, just living or whatever. She got stranded, whatever. She has all these friends that kind of know her. She's in a diner. It was really cool. I would like more of that, like a mini series, like a 4-issue mini series of just her like existing in the world, and then when shit goes down, she goes and helps Doctor Strange. That would be really cool, especially with Death of Doctor Strange coming. I hope she plays a part in that. I'm gonna give that a 6 out of 10. Okay. Um. Boom. Issue 2 of X-Men. So this is both really, really good, and also for some reason felt kind of underwhelming. And I think maybe it felt underwhelming because of the artwork, right? Story. So this series, 2 issues in, is way better. Exactly what I wanted out of this X-Men series. The last X-Men series was just filler and random issues that didn't really do much for anyone, especially for me. Um, but I really did like this. Um, I like what they're doing. This is like what's the word? Like a monster of the month kind of book, right? It takes that like Power Rangers, Common Rider type of um of approach to it, where they have the teamwork and come together and they have to fight whatever. The overarching storyline is that there's this gambling game network in space by a black hole that is making bets on who can defeat Earth, and they're sending people to defeat Earth, and the mutants are taking it on, right? They're back in New York City. You get gambling going on you know in the base with Gambit, and that was really cool. It was funny. You get like all sorts of stuff. Rhino was there, who's like a villain. Like unless something happened, Rhino, because I know he's not featured. He's on the cover for Sinister War, but I haven't seen him in the pages of Sinister War unless I'm blind. Um, but he was like there. I'm pretty sure gambling with them. It was cool. What other stuff? There was a blob, like a horror blob movie reference. That was cool. The little story arc at the end with Sunfire was really good character development. I liked that. Um, and the ending was really cool with the barbecue. Thought that was awesome. I really, really enjoyed all of that. The story was cool. I just feel like you had the Annihilation Wave, or like a baby Annihilation Wave. I felt like the detailing and the artwork surrounding that was kind of jumbled and messy and like cloudy. I wanted more. Like that was underwhelming for me. I thought it would be drawn way more detailed, way more horrific. Like I felt like the details are muddled to just kind of push it all into one page. That's my opinion. I still give the book an easy 7.5 out of 10. I do think it's a really good direction. I really like what they're doing. Sinister War 2, on the other hand, I like the last issue of Spider-Man. I like Sinister War 1. Spencer, what are you doing? Okay? It's like you lead me in to want to like it, and then you kind of fall off and you lose your momentum. Was it cool? Yes. Was it what I wanted? Eh. I feel like he's taking too much on that he can't handle as a writer, right? He's like a solid writer, but he always builds these stories up so massive and so big and so what seems important to the fact that he can't handle it as a writer, and then it falls apart because he can't finish out what he built up. Like he gives you this big, gigantic. And what's gonna happen? Nothing, because you don't know what to do with it once you get to the point you're like, oh shit, what do I do? Oh god, how do I finish the storyline? You got the Sinister Six, you got the Savage Six, you got the Sinister. What are those guys? The girls called the whatever their thing. You got this group and that. You have the superior foes of Spider-Man. Sinister Syndicate. That was what it was called. All these different groups. You got Foreigner and those guys. You have all these different groups of villains all attacking Spider-Man, chasing him down, whatever. And you get to find out the backstory, the flashbacks that lead to them getting hired, and the whole combination of what's going on, right? I thought that was really, really the storyline I think is impressive. But there's a lot of loose ends and a lot of like oversaturation of content here. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I do think it's good, and I can't wait to read it all like continuous. Okay, this is all right. 2 more Marvel books. Okay, 2 more Marvel books. We have Guardians of the Galaxy Annual. Dude, so this is part of that Infinite Destinies thing. This book was awesome. Artwork was solid. You get the full backstory on Prince of Power, which was just hilarious. Because literally, it's just a ripoff of He-Man. His brother was basically this weird version of He-Man, and he is this weird, what's the word? I never posted this on Instagram that I was going live. Whatever. He's like this new adventures version of He-Man with like the long hair, the ponytail, and the side slash. I thought that was so funny. The background, the planet Musclelar or whatever it is, everything was so funny. And then his relationship that he has with Hercules or Hercules or whatever his name is in this book, is so good. Dude, this I had no expectations for this. Zero. Only picking it up because I'm reading Guardian of the Galaxy, and I know that this might, I'm only gonna pick up 2 books out of this Infinite Destiny, so whatever. Dude, this was so good. This was so good. I'm gonna give it an 8, an 8 out of 10. Dude, the story was just really, really fun. It was just so much fun. And then final book from Marvel, that I got. So, like I said before, if I could use my fingers to slide things, I told you I finally got this, right? So I have the Alpha cover, I have the Phage cover, and now the screen cover, and now finally, boom, we got Lasher. Ah, this might be my favorite. This is like a really cool cover, and I like the one with the other guys. This is my favorite, dude. The black with the green. So, okay, super spoiler review real quick. So you get Lasher. You get the continuation what was going on with Andy, Anti Venom, Agent Anti Venom, Phage, right? Then you get what's going on with Lasher. How Lasher is pulled in and crawls into this old man in the freaking thing. I guess that's his former host. I'm not sure. The old man who can barely breathe, but he's dead, but he's lost his wife, whatever. Carnage is trying to mess with him. He overpowers Fade, Lasher, and they go, whatever. And then he throws the body, and the guy dies, and now Lasher's there with Carnage, whatever. Lasher was brutal as hell. Dude, just running through, rampaging through this retirement home, just killing everything. Hilarious. Like, just the way it was done was just perfect. You get to see Toxin. You get to see some Carnage. And you get a brand new, amazing symbiote. You get Silence, which is the remnant symbiote of Scream mixed with Anti-Venom to make Andy, not Scream, but Silence. Dude, character design is wicked. The story there was wicked. She beats the crap out of Phage, and he runs away and crawls into a dog. Dude, this storyline. So I was like, you know what? I really liked King in Black. You know, this is coming out of King in Black and probably going to lead into Venom 1. I'm going to get Extreme Carnage. Also love Agent Venom. So I was like, yeah, definitely going to do this. I was just going to get the alpha. Then I saw all the young covers. So I got what was it? Scream. Then I got Phage, and now Lasher. I can't wait for Riot, and I can't wait for Toxin. Dude, this is an 8, 8.5, 8.5 out of 10. This is a great book. Sorry, great book. Definitely pick it up. I am so interested to see where they go with this. Okay, now we got DC. We got 3 books of DC, and then Image at the end, baby. Get ready for it. Boom, boom, boom. Issue 5 of Green Lantern. This is the cardstock cover. I need a drink of water. Give me a second, friends and penguins. Okay, okie dokie. So, this went in a different direction than I thought it was for the main story, right? I thought they were going to build off of what was going on Oa. They don't. Basically, Teen Lantern loses her shit and goes after the Yellow Lanterns. They're at the Yellow Lanterns home round, and she's just building these giant constructs of Green Lanterns and fighting them and taking them all on, right? We get to see Simon show up in like this battle suit, and this Yellow Lantern like kicks his ass, but also saves him. 100% that's Jessica Cruz, right? That's her name. I think she's a Yellow Lantern hiding there because she lost her green ring. She's able to hide there, whatever. Don't know how, but I know they tease that she's going to be a Yellow Lantern. I'm 100% that this character wearing the hood was her. Cool story. Where was she? Like, why didn't she stop Teen Lantern? God only knows. But I really liked the John Stewart story, right? The John Stewart story is that he defeated these bounty hunters, whatever. Now they're all afraid. This whole race of planet is afraid that they're going to come after them. So they leave. They redo all the ships. They build them, and they leave. They completely leave the planet. And they end up back at the gate. They go back to Oa, to the Oa gate, and they're back, and there's people there, and or whatever, and we find out that Kilowog is endangered. I can't wait to see what happens. Like, that was a perfect lead in and build up for the next story in this book. I'm excited to see what they do with Teen Lantern. I'm excited to see what they do with I always forget her name, but she's from Far Sector. Yeah. I give this a 7.5. Suicide Squad issue 6. All right, so this is a continuation of Bloodsport on Earth 3, where he's getting his ass beat by Ultraman. He's going to get Black Siren. Um, and the Suicide Squad goes. There's a bunch of B people with Peacemaker going after Swamp Thing. I did not realize that the Swamp Thing issue that came out this week was going to feature Suicide Squad. I'm probably going to go tomorrow and pick up that issue and read it just so that I know what happens when it's referenced later for this. Um, but you get a little see of that, and then you get to see what's going on here with the rest of the Suicide Squad, in how they reverse engineered. They captured someone in order to reverse engineer her powers so that they could use a device to teleport. Right? Cool. They go to Earth 3. They fight Ultraman. Superboy jumps in, all patriotic and everything. Gets his ass kind of handed to him. Whatever. They jump out. Through the portal, but I don't think they made it back to their Earth. But they might have made it back to their Earth. We don't know. But Superboy from Young Justice is standing there, bro. All right. So there was cardstock covers released for the annual months ago. We've known that this was coming. We didn't know how, but it's here. It exists. We're gonna see Superboy Black Shirt versus Superboy Young Justice. I can't wait to see what happens. Why is there two Superboys? In that Tim Drake, there was a Tim Drake story in Urban Legends where he was talking to Young Justice Connor. So what's going on? Why is there two Connors? Like, what is going on? I know there's lots of shit going on since the world was reborn. I need to know. I can't wait for the annual. I can't wait to see what happens. Holy smokes, holy smokes. I give this book 8. It gets an 8. Artwork was really, really good. I like Bloodsport a lot. I love how Black Siren was willing to go. Like, she want. Am I fucked up? Is I fucked up? Did I mess up? Probably. She wanted to go with him. She had no problem. She wasn't even fighting. I like put a device on her to calm her down so she wouldn't cause a problem, but she was like willing to go, like fighting against Ultraman. It was cool. Okay, Batman 111, regular cover, no card stock here. A lot of stuff jam packed in this little issue, right? You get the little conclusion of that fight, right? That fight, the fight with Batman and Peacekeeper ended, and he was attacking the Unsane whatever. Unsane Collective, is that what it's called? And she pulls something, whatever, tricks him, gives the device to, is her name Screech or something? She does a thing, blows them away. Batman and Harley Quinn and Ghostmaker show up. Cool fight, whatever. Ends up with them being free. Cool. We get to see Peacekeeper go to Peacekeeper goes to Scarecrow to hologram so his boss can tell Scarecrow the next plan. Scarecrow says, "Nah, I'm in charge." Turns on, rips the mask off of Peacekeeper, and we get to see the new Scarecrow design with the things on his fingers, and he's throwing the fear toxin inside him, driving crazy. Batman's about to walk into Arkham to confront this stuff. That's gonna be a crazy fight. Scarecrow looks insane. Harley Quinn and Ghostmaker have to take care of all these insane people, and Harley Quinn has an idea. So I can't wait to see what goes on. There's also the little conclusion to that Ghostmaker side story, which was solid. I'm gonna give this like a 7.5. Nothing special, but it continues the story. All right, and then the final book of the week is an issue 1 from Image, and my boy, as I've been telling you, Scotty Young, dude. Holy cannoli, moly, woly. This book, the me you love in the dark. Issue 1, dude, if this doesn't become a TV show, I'm gonna be upset. First issue, not a lot happens, but a lot happens. You get super character development of this character. I think her name is Ro Williams. She is an artist that has made it pretty big. her and her friend that used to, work at a coffee shop, I guess, um, as like a barista, um, have an art gallery, right? And he runs the art gallery, and her work keeps it going, right? She, I guess, has an artist block, so she goes and she rents a a house to use as a studio to live in and make art and refine herself, right? The person's like, "Oh, this house is haunted. You might not want this. I have other ones." She's like, "No, this house is perfect. This is what I want. It's a haunted house." She jokingly has this whole conversation with the ghost every day, joking around as if it's haunted when it actually is, and then she soon finds that out, and this really cool relationship is teased. Like, I can't wait to see the development of this ghost in her, and I have no idea. We have no idea about who the ghost might be, what anything about it. All we know is that the dialogue has been hilarious, right? I'm gonna quickly. This is a 10 out of 10, like bang out of the park. Scotty Young is one of my favorite cover artists, right? I loved him as an artist in Rocket Raccoon. I loved him as an artist in New X-Men, and I really love him as a writer, right? Um, this is how he depicts the music coming from the record player. There is one page here, one splash page that I really like. This, this, this. This is the artwork you got to deal with, dude. This is what we're talking about here. This. I love it. I love. I hope this is the thumbnail. 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 Okay. So with that being said, obviously artwork in here is phenomenal. Story here is phenomenal. Colors, inks, dialogue, everything here. You get some fully colored artwork for the next issue, teased in this issue. Not drafts, not nothing. Fully colored artwork. Um, this is a 10 out of 10, bang out of the park. Uh, I know Image has been really good with getting things to become TV shows. I hope they continue that with this. Um, I just I can't wait, guys. I can't wait. Like, I don't even want. Like, I already told you the stories, and I can't stop. It's a 10 out of 10, 100% 10 out of 10. Um, Next week. So we got some books coming out next week. Very excited about them. I'm not gonna do what I usually do, where I spend the time going through it with you guys, uh, through the website that I use, which is um leagueofcomicgeeks.com. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to read off the books because it's complicated next week. So we got two release dates, right? We got Tuesday and Wednesday for DC and Marvel, right? And then for the weekend is free comic book day. Okay? This is going to be the first time I really try to do free comic book day. Last year during the pandemic, um, they just kind of showed up. Free comic book day stuff just showed up, and as it showed up, they put it out and you grabbed it, right? As it showed up, it was handed out. I don't think there was any big event or anything. You couldn't. It was a pandemic. But this year, there's a thing. It starts at 10 o'clock. You come in, you get your whatever, right? My shop is doing early access for his weekly committed customers on his newsletter, his email list. The guys that respond every week and tell them exactly what they want, even though they already ordered, exact covers, whatever. Make sure that he doesn't mess up the pulls. He really respects his guys that take care of him. I love this guy. I'll always take care of him. So I don't know what I'm going to get, but I'm going to do Free Comic Book Day. I'm very excited. So on that next Saturday, right, I will 100% be doing a video of just my pulls from Free Comic Book Day if I get what I want. coming out normally is Batman Urban Legends issue 6, Defenders issue 1, Detective Comics 1041, Future State Gotham 4, I Am Batman issue 0, Infinite Frontier 4, Joker 6, Masters of the Universe Revelation 2, Superman Son of Kal-El issue 2, and X-Force issue 22, and X-Men Legends issue 6. That's it. There's a bunch of different free comic book days. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into the prior week. We'll do that next week. That's it. This is a try to keep this at 25 minutes. I went a little bit over. But again, guys, this is the Vinyl Casket, home to the lamest tastes. Follow on Twitch at Vinyl Casket. Subscribe on Twitch. Subscribe, like, and comment on YouTube at The Vinyl Casket, and follow on Instagram Vinyl Casket and Vinyl Casket Comics. I really appreciate it. Twitter, I've been retweeting a lot of stuff. Haven't really been doing my own posts, but I'm retweeting a lot. That is at Vinyl Casket. I will be streaming gameplay and stuff tomorrow. I'll probably do a TV show review tomorrow or something. And then I'm trying to do something else for you guys for the weekend. So stay tuned, stay awesome, stay lame. This has been the Vinyl Casket. Until next time, guys. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. Woo.